Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel. Today, can you install a ceramic coating outside on your driveway at home? Well, yes you can. What's the most important thing if you're doing that? It's quite simple. Check the weather in advance. You know, if you're doing it on a Monday, check the weather on Friday or whatever, you know, and make sure it's not going to be pouring with rain on the Monday, the Tuesday, you know, or maybe even the Wednesday and Thursday. So you need a nice clear run. You also want to check the wind condition. You don't want it to be blowing a gale. You also want to make sure there's no like Kalima sand coming over from Saudi Arabia or whatever. You check the news for that. You want to make sure that it's not blisteringly hot. We've got beautiful cloud cover today, which just creates a nice cool sun. So the first thing to do, if you're going to decide you're going to put a ceramic on, is check the weather. And the humidity, the humidity, it affects the application a little bit. Generally you want to be above 5 degrees, I'd say above 10 degrees, and probably less than 25 degrees out there, but you know, it depends on the coating. Now, what else apart from checking the weather? Well, your geographic location, I wouldn't install a coating directly under a tree. I wouldn't install a coating by the side of a road. You know, so I'll drive past and wob a milkshake out the window on the side, or just, you know, the dust coming off the sides of the cars and all that sort of stuff. So by a tree, you know, or by the side of the road, you just want to be somewhere reasonably, you know, more secluded away from anything that could generate dust. This is an important one, guys. If anyone's doing any building work near you, be careful, because it can throw up loads of dust that comes flying through the air, or if anyone's having a bonfire near you. I mean, it sounds silly, but if you put this coating on and then loads of ash comes down and it's wet, you could be in trouble, you know, you make a mess and you've got to strip it all back. So just think about your environment. And today we are going to be putting on, and I'm doing this over 2 days, guys, because it's 1 o'clock now and I haven't even started washing this car yet, or I've done the wheels for another video. And this car does need a good clean, even though you can't see it. It's covered in, that's not real water spots, but I don't know what it is, just dust. And it's swirly, although the dust is hiding it, but it is swirly, and it's hard Audi paint again. Yeah, and it needs a good clean, but it won't take long. And then I'm going to clean, then clay it with a clay towel, using the restart wash. So wash it once, put the restart wash on again as like a clay towel lube, and just quickly go over it, and then single stage it. I'll show you what the equipment we're going to use. That's coming off. Put that on the car. Nice installed bird poo there. So yeah, it needs a good clean, but it's nothing bad, is it? You know, it's just standard. So we've gone through, like, you know, wash processes and prep processes loads of time. Just use a pure shampoo if you don't have any of this stuff. When it comes to the polishing, I just mentioned I'm going to be going back on with the Restart shampoo, which is out there, which contains a fallout remover, using a clay cloth, whizzing over it again, decontaminating a clean car just to get all the stuck on rough stuff off the paint. Then I'll be taking Koch F5. That's been superseded by F6 now, I think. I don't know if you can still get F5, but I've got F6, but I love this stuff just as good. And we're going to be using Rupes Yellow Wool, which is an incredible wool pad on this hard paint, and it's going to give us an acceptable level of finish, and it's going to get us there quite quickly. So that's how we're going to be skinning this proverbial cat. Once we've done that, we're going to degrease with the fantastic Gyeon Prep, nice and lemony and fresh, and then we'll run out of time. We're going to be doing this tomorrow. Then we put our pure coating on. And we've got this Gyeon Cure product that, if we're worried, we can wait, you know, put the coating down, leave it a few hours, and if something happens, an emergency storm comes in and it's going to get wet, you can use the Cure to put like a layer over the top of the coating, which is going to protect that vulnerability that coatings have for the first sort of 10 to 14 days while they're reaching full cure. So the Cure will go over the top and prevent water spotting issues. So that's your little kind of emergency product, you know. And that comes in this kit with the applicator. So we'll talk about all this Evo stuff soon. All I'm trying to do is use it to gain an idea of it. Now, what about the fact that you've got to do this over multiple days, John? Well, it's not a problem. I'm going to wash the car today, get it really nice and clean, and the car is going to stay right there. And then tomorrow, I could put it in the garage, but I want to do it all outside. Tomorrow, I'll just fill up a bucket with fresh water and a little bit of shampoo, or use a waterless wash and just quickly wipe over the panels. A waterless wash is ideal, as long as it's not got any wax in it or anything like that. Just quickly wipe over the panels to get any dust that's fallen onto the car before I go in and polish. If I do manage to start polishing today, so I managed to get the hood, the bonnet, people will go mad if I say hood, wings and front done, then I can leave those and then, just wipe the bits that I'm then going to polish. And, you get the idea. So, that's very simple, guys. So that's how you wash and put a coating on at home. Just be aware of your environment. If in doubt, maybe think about, if it's not suitable where you are, think about, see if you've got a friend with a garage or somewhere you can take it. There's everyone's got a mate who's got like a access, like a mechanic or something, who's got access to a workshop, or, think of all the different places where you could get it inside, or a mate with a garage, that's the best way. So I'm very lucky here to be able to do it inside, but we're going to do it outside because it can be done. No, it's not ideal. The biggest thing is polishing and trying to, with the unpredictable light, trying to see the quality of your results. But the thing is, if you've only got limited time, you can't do multiple sets of polishing anyway, like that, chasing for perfection. If it's an 8-hour detail, you really are going to struggle if you're on your own to get that one set of polishing in. So detailing, I think a lot of times, is the biggest restraint, or the defining factor is time, as you understand. So let's crack on, guys, and I'll get it all washed, and then we'll move to installing the pure coating, which is the bit that I'm really interested in. Okay guys, believe it or not, it's coming up to 3 o'clock. And I've got to stop for today. Unexpected problem. Do you see this? Front bonnet is covered in overspray white paint. I've really gone at it with the clay cloth, which has hazed it all up, which is just what it's going to do when you apply too much pressure. But I haven't got all the overspray off. So I've got to go, see that? Look at that. It's like gloss paint or something, not car paint. So I've got to get some clay bar, just get all the bigger chunks off. I've got most of the fine stuff off. We now have silky smooth paint. It really is silky smooth, but it's, if I get this under the light, this is all hazed up like it's been wet sanded. This is glue, because this, see that? This wing mirror, the glass was falling off, so I've stuck that on properly. Had gaffer tape over it, like duct tape, so I've got to use tar and glue to get that off. And same with this wing mirror. And whoever put that, the original one's fallen out, and someone's put the wrong wing mirror in. That's really bugging me. And it's got glue over it, so we'll get some tar and glue on that. But apart from that, we have clean wheels, we have a decontaminated car almost. Just going to finish off now, turn the camera off. So all I've got to do is wing mirrors, overspray, and then polish tomorrow, and then coat. It's supposed to be sunny today. I was talking earlier on about conditions. I think it's just a freak cloud. I've really been going at it, hammer and tongs. I'm in the car. So I'm quite tired and I'm sweaty. I've got to go and shower and I've got to get the hell out of here, but I've got 5 minutes just to do those jobs I just said. So I'll see you tomorrow for the polishing.
For the record.
If there's one thing clear, if there's one thing, let's take
Okay guys, so we finished decontaminating and then polishing the car, and we've gone over it with Gyeon Prep to degrease the surface from all the polishing oils. Here we have our coating in this Q2 Evo Pure kit. This is not the light kit, this is the full kit, where you get the coating that needs to be shaken, where you get these elite applicators that I hate using because they're too good. You get a bottle of Cure, and I've decanted 2 of those into a big bottle so it can look better on my Gyeon shelf. Yes, I know that's sad, but that's me. You get a Gyeon sticker, you get a sticker to put on your door card, you know, inside of your door, so you know the date you installed it, a guide to how to maintain it, and the instructions. So we've shaken the bottle well, we've already done the prep, put a generous amount of product on the applicator, ensure surface is cool and completely dust free, yeah. Down to here, apply a thick layer of it, of Pure Evo, level the coating well, applying your preferred motion. Leveling is crucial, not the application. Applying full panels, split panels. Okay, yeah, so just to try and apply it full panels. The bonnet's hard to do a full panel, so I'm probably going to split that in half on my own. Can be wiped off after 10 minutes. That's interesting. This is different. Oh, right, hot and coolant wipe off up to 10 minutes in mild cool conditions. So we're 13.5 degrees with low, it's kind of wet outside, but I think these are mild conditions. So up to 10 minutes, so really no critical timing. I'm sure they specified like 10 to 30 seconds with some of the other ones, so let's just roll. Okay, very important to have your PPE as well, guys. Glasses, and yes, I've got the Gyeon spacesuit on. Most people would wear this once. It's like made of paper and it's disposable. I'm going to get my money's worth out of it. I'm the sort of guy, if I go on holiday, I'll take this with me. Even when it starts dissolving, there's holes in it. Let's get started. Okay, here we go. So let's just give it another good shake up. Lid off. Be careful about dropping these. Sorry, I'm just trying to watch what you're seeing as well as make sure. So let's put a good amount of this on here. Hopefully you can see that. There we go. Once it starts coming out, it's really easy. That's a good amount. That's got to be enough for the wing. Right, lid on. And let's do this. That's nice and smooth. That's for sure. It's the buff though, isn't it? It's that buff that's really important. Okay. Right, it's starting to thicken up now. Right, let's get pure. Got the plane coming in. So the thing with these instructions is there's no panic. There's no panic. Up to 10 minutes. We put a good amount on. We've got up to 10 minutes before our buff. So you can see there what we're trying to do. Can you see if I get the light? It's struggling to focus the camera, but we're just trying to level that. My instincts tell me that we should start to level this now. Okay, I'm going to get the light on afterwards. Oh yeah. I was worried it was going to be really sticky. Can you see? I want you to see. You can see the residue there, ready? It's not sticky. They fixed it. This used to be really... Can you see? They've really improved this. It's so much better than the old Pure. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Okay. It's so much better than the old Pure. I'm going to sound like a stuck record. Let's get a bit of focus going on here. It's just going to struggle, isn't it? It's going to struggle. But nice. Okay. Initial thoughts are, this is going to be a doddle to apply. It is not as smooth as one though. You know, one was even smoother under the kind of buff. But they've done something to it because the old Pure was so thick, you almost had to put it on thin. There was a little technique, the video Gyeon did about how to apply it, make life easier for yourself. Well, I'm not following those instructions this time. You know, and Gyeon recommended a final buff with a soft cloth and really spreading out the product, you know, but you don't have to do that. You're just going to apply this like a normal coating, spread it, wait a minute, buff. So there we go. I'm going to carry on around the car, probably put a time lapse on so you can get a good idea of what I'm doing. guys, I'm sorry. Okay guys, I'm a bit tired. I think I got so tired, I was like inspecting the panel with the torch, and the torch wasn't even turned on half the time. That's what's called getting old. I'm really pleased. I think it's gone well. I think it's gone really well, which is satisfying. I'm going to dress the tyres later on once the coating's cured. It's going to stay in the garage overnight. The cool thing is the product is so much, the Evo Pure is so much better to buff than the old Pure. It's just easy, guys. I thought I was going to say, you know, if it's your first time coating, go with Evo 1, but you could use this. There's not that much difference. It's a little bit thicker, but the buff is still good. It's so much easier to use. It spreads great. There's nothing to worry about with this coating. And I think it's either a 3 or 4 year coating. Go and check. I'll flash it up on the screen or something, or I'll put it in the description. But to get that much protection from what I've just done there, actually applying the coating, to give you a rough ballpark, it takes about twice as long to apply a wax. You know, it's almost like applying a wax, but you just got to be really careful. When the microfiber starts picking up more product, it can be more prone to putting a footprint of product down on the car. Let's just get a bit more light there. But the car's looking great. How many microfiber cloths have I used with the ceramic? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 times 8 sides. 4 times 8 is 32. Apologies if I got that wrong. So 32 wipes. There aren't 32 panels on this car, so I've probably miscounted a few. There's probably some good sides still left in that pile. I will relegate this microfiber down, give it to the missus. This, I'm not letting go of this. I can bring it back from the dead. I can revive it. I can do something with it. Get some chemicals in there. Stop it curing. I've got all my other Gyeon applicators that I've used are in there because I had too good. I want to get my money's worth out of them. I've got the other sides on them as well that I can use. That's it for this video, guys. So if you're looking for a coating that you can get down and install in a day, putting any coating on a car in 1 day is tall order. There are compromises. There's no other way. It's nothing to do with the fact it's a Gyeon coating or whoever's coating it is. Just getting a car washed, deconned and done in a day, very difficult. I've failed to do it in 1 day. I've also failed to do it outside, which was one of the points of this video. It can be done outside, but this video is a classic example of why it's better to do it inside, because the whole week there is dust coming down, and it's sunny now, and I think we've got some good weather apart from the dust, but there has been patches of rain, so it would have been difficult to do this outside. That's all I can say on it, really. So plan ahead, check the weather, but if it's looking even slightly dodgy, just do it on a day where you know you've got a couple of good days of conditions and it's possible. What else, guys? You've probably seen the time lapse that I haven't done down here. That's because under here this seal has been damaged and it needs to be painted, and it'll be blended in somewhere down there, so I've just left that well alone. And the other side's got a little dink in it as well, so the seals haven't been done. Apart from that, the rest of the paintwork on the car has been coated, and I'm really excited to see all the differences in these cars now. The only one left in these coatings, the only one left for me to install, if I pan the camera around, those of you with good vision see that green, that is the Can Coat Evo, which I've tested and played around with, but I haven't yet done a full install on it. So my detailing mojo is on such a high at the moment. I'm full of energy, full of enthusiasm. I'm going to get it onto that car, and I'm going to really enjoy it and savour it. This car is a bit dull. Don't get me wrong, it's nice, but it's a bit dull. And the fact that I know it's going to get abused after this, you know, puts me off putting more effort into it. So it's had a single stage cut, a degrease, a polish, and it's improved it by like 90%. And this is probably the best candidate for a coating that you could have, a car that's going to get used and abused. So that coating is going to stay there and hopefully do some good. And by the time the coating runs out, we can get the car back in, do a little light polish on it and put another coating on, or we could top it up with a can coat. You get the idea. Thanks very much for watching, guys. All of the products used in this video I'll try and link in the description. When you're using coatings, I think it's really important to get that airflow going, because you know, some people that do it day in, day out are wearing masks, so you're not getting all the vapor, you know, and all those solvents that are coming out of the coating. You know, it can give you a headache, but I think with the airflow coming through here, the only kind of side effects I've got is I'm sniffing a little bit, and I'm very sensitive to chemicals, so you've got to resist touching your nose and scratching your face and all that. And you should put the glasses on as well. But there we go, guys. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Ding. Oh, and sorry, how much of the coating did we use? Over half. Probably what? Close to 20 mil? That's not bad going, actually. The roof has got a big section of sunroof on there, so we saved a bit there. Okay, guys. Bye.
Holding on to what I knew, but the moment's gone. Where was I?